Kent and Savanna. You have each had your own lives, your own stories, filled with its successes and accomplishments and joys, as well as its difficulties and failures and challenges. But tonight, here in this church, before your family and your friends, before the one that you desire to love the most right next to you, your lives, your hearts and your minds collide into one inseparable, unbreakable bond of love and marriage.
We're about to get married.
I don't know.
I'd like to welcome all of y'all to this wonderful event, the rehearsal supper for Kent and Savanna. You know, I don't know about y'all, but I love the rehearsal itself. I know sometimes people might not like that, but I just love seeing the people that mean so much to these guys, people that have shaped and molded their lives in a relaxed atmosphere. And so to me, it's a beautiful thing.
Savanna didn't like me at first, man. She did not like Mikey. I made her get out of the bed, move out of her mom's bed. But we've grown on each other.
I just couldn't help but think about the first time that Kent told me about Savanna. And he says, Colleen, there's this girl. And I'm like, Kent, that's great. He's like, yeah, she's in Shreveport. She's in PA school. You know, she's beautiful. She's all this. She's this, she's that. And I'm like, okay, Kent, so, you know, what are we going to do? And he's like, well, you know, I don't know. What do we do? A couple weeks go by, and I'm like, Kent, have you talked to her? You know, he's like, yeah, I see her out all the time. And I'm like, yeah, so you've talked to her? And he's like, no, you know, it's been a month. It's been 2 months. Y'all, 3 months go by. So I'm like, listen up. We got to figure this out. And he finally gets the courage to go and talk to her. And I think he just walked up to her at a bar, but made somebody else to tap her on the shoulder. But y'all, it took him 3 months to go up to her and talk to her. And I'm so glad he finally did, because we just love it.
So, needless to say, Savanna's been my most loyal friend. She will cuss out anyone that has ever tried to do me wrong, and I do enjoy that. But I do enjoy the family. I've become so close with y'all. I'm gonna cry if I keep going, but I love y'all. Cheers.
You know, you make everybody here feel like they're the most important person in the room, and I hope that we can make y'all feel like that tonight.
Growing up, having someone like Kent to look up to, a lot of people don't get that. It was someone every day that if I had any troubles or anything, it was every day. I know I can go to Kent for whatever I need.
But I will never forget, Robbie and I had a pool party last year, and Savanna was on a bachelorette trip, so she couldn't come. Savanna kept texting Kent, I really want you to go to this party, hang out with everyone to get to know everyone in New Orleans. Kent was like, yeah, I'll stop by for a little bit. Well, Kent ended up being the last one at the party till 2 a.m., and Robbie drunkenly looked at Kent and said, welcome to the pack.
I do remember when he met Savanna, and he had so much to say about her, and I knew she was special immediately. I mean, Savanna has been basically part of our family for the last several years, so tomorrow just makes that official.
It's so fantastic to love someone that you're genuinely best friends with, and I could not be more happy for you and your family and Savanna's family for what you guys have in store for you, and cheers to that.
May y'all live each day like it's your last. May you live each night like it's your first. I love y'all.
Small oppressed minority of what we call the Ferris men, you're going to have to take an oath in front of everyone here and subscribe to the rules, Kent. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
First and foremost, the Ferris women make the rules.
The rules are subject to change at any time without any prior notification.
The Ferris woman is never wrong. If the Ferris woman is wrong, it is due to a misunderstanding, which was a direct result of something that you did or said. You must apologize immediately for causing said misunderstanding.
The Ferris woman's dog will always have the best spot in the bed.
If the Ferris woman sends you a text message that reads like this, you better damn well read it, Kent, okay? I, Kent Broussard, solemnly swear that I will abide by these rules to the best of my humble ability.
I will abide by these rules to the best of my humble ability.
In order to attempt to attain domestic tranquility.
I was gonna say, to add to the end of that, none of these rules I'm surprised by, but in order to attempt to maintain domestic tranquility.
Beautiful.
Love you.
As I've said, always strive to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Strive to be perfect, okay? And you've heard me say this before, keep God first, okay? Kent, the more you love Jesus, the more Savanna will love you. Savanna, the more you love Jesus, the more Kent will love you, okay? All loving, all forgiving, slow to anger, rich in kindness. I mean, who wouldn't want that, okay? Can I get an amen? I can do that because the priest isn't here tonight.
I'm gonna hold this chair really tight and act like it's gonna keep me from crying. We are so blessed to have so many people in our lives that are here to support us and that have been there every step of the way in our relationship. This is why I'm grabbing the chair hard. I wish we could have had Phil here. I know he meant so much to Savanna. I was around him a few times, but I think we had so much in common.
Phil would be so proud, and I'm happy for you today. And he would be so thrilled that his best friend's daughter is sitting next to you on your big day. I wish he could be here today, and I know he's watching over you.
It's been so nice to have so many friends and family here. I really can't express how much it means to us to have all of y'all here. It really is incredible to see so much support for us. We're so excited for tomorrow and what the rest of our lives holds for us.
Raise your glasses to Kent and Savanna. May they have a loving and joyful life together. Amen.
This is the mystery of marriage. One of the many mysteries of marriage right here before us is that God, in fact, has a plan. Romans 8:28 says that all things work for the good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. That in the divine plan of God, he has made it possible and has desired it from the very heart of Jesus for us to see Kent and Savanna here tonight. And your love is real. Each spouse is created at the very beginning of the creation of the human being. In that moment of conception, God knew that when he created Kent, he made him in such a way that he could only be fulfilled and that he could only give of his life to another one, and that other one was Savanna. In the same way with Savanna, that when she was made, when she was thought within the heart of our God and created into this world, it was meant for Kent. So that way they could give their hearts and their lives to each other. You were made and called by God.
I can take you, Savanna, to be my wife.
I, Savanna, take you, Kent, to be my husband.
I promise to be faithful to you.
In good times and in bad.
In sickness and in health.
To love you and to honor you.
All the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
Would you give me your attention and your heart again? And see, this is what your marriage must be, Ken and Savanna, is that when people look at you, when they're drawn to you, or when they come into your home, or they come into your lives, that they ultimately see your love and are moved by the love of Jesus. My prayer is that you realize that tonight, our God is extremely proud of both of you, his beloved daughter and his beloved son, and has been desiring this moment to see and to transform your lives and your life into one inseparable and unbreakable bond.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Dr. and Mrs. Kent Brazon.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you for the first time Dr. and Mrs. Kent Broussard.